Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube free pick video, and today I have the three best plays for the NBA on Sunday. And before we get into those three plays, go ahead and subscribe down below. Again, I'm trying to build a community over here, trying to reach 2,000 total subscribers, where I can give you guys the best daily picks for all sports. We're in the NBA season right now, but as soon as the NFL rolls around in September, NFL daily free picks, and then also just some general sports betting knowledge and game that you can use to make more money. That is my goal with this channel. And as for my own bets and my VIP picks and my free picks, where can you follow them and where can you track them? I have an app called PIKKIT, or it's not my app, an app I use. It's called PIKKIT. It is a third-party verified bet tracker, and my username on PIKKIT is at Dollar Tree Sports. Again, I'm not affiliated with them. I just really like how they work. They're super popular. If you've been betting for a minute, you've probably heard of them. So definitely follow up on the PIKKIT, and you can also see on my PIKKIT, I'm a top 10% better in the NBA, and I have an ROI of 8.32%, which is pretty good. You just want to be in the green. That's the most important thing, and then anything over 5%, pretty solid. So as for some VIP winners, I'll go over the VIP, but as for some winners, the last couple days we've been on fire. Yesterday, which was I think Friday, we absolutely crushed it. We went 8-0, swept the board, plus 11 units, which is absolutely insane. And again, guys, when I'm setting out my picks, even for the free picks, as you can probably tell, they're not like super low multipliers, right? I'm not going for like 1.5x's or like 2x's, right? Some bullshit like that. I'm going for something where you can actually make money. And even though we probably wouldn't win as often as the people who only bet on like 2x multipliers, over a long period of time, you're going to make more money because the multiplier is bigger. So again, that's another thing right here. You can probably see my win-loss ratio is really looking bad, right? But I'm only betting on like 3 or 4 mans, right? Where you're getting 6x, 10x, or even 5 mans where it's 20x your money. So again, this is the number that really matters when you're looking into if someone is profitable or not. As for the VIP today, I'm going to go over it fully transparent here. It was not a great day. It was okay. We went 2 of 4. 4 props I sent out because it was a smaller slate tomorrow, a little bit larger. I also like the games tomorrow, so I kind of base it off of which games have the best value. Vucevic, he cashed. Klingon would have cashed. He definitely would have. But they, I think, had the biggest win in team history versus the Hornets. They were like whooping them from like the tip off pretty much. So he only played 20 minutes. I think he finished with 15 PRA. And he also had 4 fouls, so he didn't even play that well. But if he played, even like 5 more minutes, he would have gotten 4 more PRA. It's unfortunate. And then the next one, this Nurkic play was absolutely free. And we got it at even odds, which was just absolutely insane. He had I think he cashed this in like the first 2 or 3 minutes he was in the game. LeBron, he just wasn't shooting threes. I thought, honestly, that the Nuggets, I'm a Lakers fan, I thought the Nuggets were going to come out and dominate the Lakers. But the Lakers really put up a good fight. Luka had a great game. LeBron was really dominant just in the paint and in transition. He was just not shooting threes. I think he only had 1 3 and he only had a couple attempts. So again, stuff like that will happen, but I'm fully transparent. Even if we have a bad day, even if we went 0 for 4, I'm always going to be transparent with you guys and show you even when we lose, not only just when we win. That is my goal. And again, I know this was probably not a great showing if you're new to this channel for the VIP, but as I said, yesterday we made 11 units off of 3 slips, right? Which is crazy. So if you do want your free trial, I have a 2-day free trial, completely free, no strings attached. You don't have to sign up for any app, nothing like that. Just DM me the basketball emoji on Instagram. It's going to be one of the links in the descriptions at Dollar Tree Sports. I'm going to hook you up with a free trial for completely free. As for the free pick for yesterday, we went 1 for 2. And again, I was kind of talking about the Lakers game. The Reeves play was my favorite play on the entire board for yesterday, and he cashed this like super, super easily. And I mean, Jokic has never had probably a game where he had shot like 7 shot attempts. He might have had like one for where he shot like 6 in his career, obviously, but it's been a really, really long time where he shot that few attempts, and he was passing the ball really well. He was rebounding a lot, but when you only put up 11 points, it's going to be really hard to hit a PRA of 48.5. So the Lakers did a really, really good job. But it is what it is, right? We go 1 of 2. So my goal is to go 3 for 3 today. I like all 3 of these plays. And again, I just want to put this in the grand scheme of things. We're going for long-term profit. So for example, if this play hits, right, this is going to pay 5 or 6x between that. This would pretty much cancel out 4 free pick losses from the last couple days, right? And would be up a unit. So that kind of just shows that if you are putting down, like actual plays, right, with regular odds and not complete favorites, you'll actually be profitable over a long period of time. Whereas if this hit and this only paid like 2x, you're only going to make 1 unit in profit, and then all those losses are not going to be able to cancel out. So that's kind of my mindset when I'm sending out these picks. Obviously, if you're locking them in, if you're tailing, just be responsible with your units. You should only be betting about 2% of your entire bankroll on each play. That is kind of the goal. Obviously, if you really, really like the play, you can go up to 3-4%. If you really don't like it, go down to 1%. But it should definitely be less than 5% of your bankroll. If you're betting more than that, you're probably going to be losing over a long period of time. That's just kind of my advice to you guys whenever you lock in these plays. All right, let's get right into them. First play, Onyeka Okongwu under 13.5 points. Here is kind of some data to back it up. As you can see, he has gone under in his last 6 of 10 games, which is pretty good. He dropped 30. I mean, that was probably a fluke, and he dropped 21. But the most important thing to know about him and kind of the Hawks is Clint Capella's back in the lineup, right? He was back for this Orlando game where Okongwu only had 11 points. He did play 30 minutes, which is actually pretty good, but Capella's going to come in and kind of regain his minutes, in my opinion, right? Okongwu probably will still start. He'll probably still get a good amount of minutes. He's right there, young, athletic piece. But Capella is still going to get minutes because he's still a good center. So I'm expecting Okongwu to play about 25, 26, 27 minutes, not 30 plus like he has been for the last month or so with Capella out of the lineup. And Detroit, they're like okay, they are actually kind of a favorable matchup for centers. 22 or ranking 22nd is actually pretty solid. But again, the big catch is Capella is back in this lineup, right? And another thing to know is Trae Young is day to day. So I think he will play, but if he doesn't, this goes from like, okay, he probably will go under to he's definitely going under. Look at this, only a 20% rate and only 13%. So only 2 out of his last 15 if Trae Young does not play, because the Hawks are really bad if he doesn't play. So I really like that. And then obviously for this play also, you're going to get even odds on it, where on other books it is being favored as the under. So I'm locking this on an underdog. Just to get the best value on that. Next play, Zion over 4.5 first quarter points. We took this on Friday. We took it over 4.5. I also said you could have taken 5.5, and he got 6 first quarter points. I just think that it is such a great play because he's playing so well and he's so efficient. That's really the most important thing, right? Especially in the first quarter, you want to go for guys who are efficient with their shots, because if they only take like 4 or 5 shots in the first quarter, they need to be able to make like at least 3 out of those 5, right? So that's Zion right there, right? He's gone over 70% of his last 10, 7 of his last 10, and 67% of the season, which is really good. And again, against San Antonio, this is a really good matchup, right? He is a power forward, right? So you got to change it to power forwards, right? That's his natural position. Even if Olynyk is playing, Olynyk is more of a small forward, and they give up the 5th most points to power forwards. You're most likely going to have like Harrison Barnes on him, and Zion is going to eat in that matchup. And another important thing is the Spurs, no Wemby, right? So you got Bismack Biyombo. He's a solid defender, but he's nothing like Wemby. And in the 9 games where Wemby does not play, the Spurs have a defensive rating of 118, which, just to put it in perspective, is not good. It's not good. Obviously, it's only a 9-game sample size since Wemby's been in the league, but that's just not good. It means you're not a good defensive team. So I think that Zion over 4.5 points. He's crushed this recently. He's crushed this all season. He should be able to get this again. And then the final play, which is probably my favorite play, is Clay over 2.5 3-pointers. He has absolutely killed this line this season. As you can see right here, He's hitting this at a 60% rate, going over in 8 out of his last 10. And just look at this. Against the Warriors, I mean, obviously he was with the Warriors for such a long time. He probably has a little boost when he plays them. In the 3 games this season, 6 threes a game. 6 threes made per game he's averaging. He had 6, 7, and 5. And we only needed him to get 3, right? So definitely take this play. The Warriors also give up, as you can see right here, they rank 26th versus small forwards. So this is an amazing matchup for Clay. He should be able to dominate this, especially with PJ Washington. He is questionable for this game. They have no bigs. He's going to be taking a lot of shots. And if PJ Washington is out, this line is 100% going to get bumped to 3.5. So take it at 2.5 where you can get the good value. And I think it's at even odds, or it's like a 0.95 multiplier, right? So it's pretty much even odds. So especially if PJ doesn't play, it will get bumped, or the odds will get absolutely decreased down to like a 0.7 or something crazy like that. So just keep that in mind. And if you are new to DFS and new to betting in general, there are a couple apps. Obviously, I'm actually not affiliated with Underdog, but I really do like their app because they run a lot of promos, and I'm locking this play on Underdog. But if you don't like Underdog, if you're not on Underdog, if it's not legal in your state, a couple of other apps that you definitely need to sign up for that you can also get some promos on if you're not already signed up for are Chalkboard. You'll get a 100% deposit match with promo code DOLLARS. And you will also get Jason Tatum, or you won't get LeBron for this game, but you'll get LeBron for Tuesday's game for just half a point, or you will get Jason Tatum for half a point right here on the Sunday game, which is the 10 a.m. game versus the Knicks. And again, if you are on Underdog, but if you're not on Chalkboard, you can sign up for Chalkboard and add this free pick to this 3-man right here. Make it a 4-man with a guaranteed winner in Jason Tatum. So it's a great way to up the multiplier if you want to. I think that'll up it to maybe like a 10x, which is super, super nice. Again, got to use promo code DOLLARS when signing up. Sleeper is another really good app. You'll get a $500 deposit match with promo code DOLLARS. And they're running this really cool promo where you can get $55 off of your first $5 entry. If you're a smaller bettor, you have to take advantage of this. This is the best promo in all of DFS. Prize Picks, Underdogs, any sports book. This is the best promo, especially since a lot of y'all are not throwing down like $50 or $100 per play. Take full advantage of this. You'll also get Luka in Tuesday's game, which is against the Mavs. That's going to be a really fun game. Sleeper also, they do a ton of protected plays. They do $10 protected plays. Sometimes they'll do $25 protected plays. So those are risk-free entries. You got to take advantage of them, especially if you're betting and you're trying to actually make money. It's $25 risk-free, right? You win big. If you lose, you get your money back. Take it full advantage. Last one is Betr Fantasy. This is really good if you have a little bit more money to play with because the deposit match is up to $250 again with promo code DOLLARS. However, your first entry is on them, right? So if you do match it up to $250, you can put $250 down on your first play. If you win big. If you lose, you just get your money back. So there's no risk to that, and you will get LeBron for the Tuesday Mavs game or Jason Tatum for half a point on the Sunday matinee game. So definitely take full advantage of all 3 of these apps. Even if you are on Underdog, I'm locking this play on Underdog because it is still a good app. Even if I'm not affiliated with it, I don't need to shit on it. I don't need to hate on it. It's still a good app. But if you are not on these other apps and they are legal in your state, this is free money that they're giving you. And you can lock in exact same play for pretty much the exact same payout on all the other apps. And you can also take advantage of these free promos like free squares or this promo right here where you'll get $55 for completely free. So definitely take full advantage of all these plays. Make sure to lock this play in. Subscribe down below. Like this video. Share it with your friends. I'll see you back tomorrow.